You ever, because they're like African, but then I'm an African American, and I've never had racism miss me like the Matrix. That like nearly broke my brain when they were like, "You African," and I was reading it like, "Oh yeah, that no."
Once again, I think it is hilarious to see individuals like Elon Musk and Vivek, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other millionaires and billionaires who own companies who take advantage and exploit visas such as the H-1B visas, where, you know, they allow immigrants to come into the country to perform various jobs, and if they don't perform or X, Y, and Z reasons, they can fire them, and if they get fired, they have to be deported. So, you know, they create that weird relationship, you know, and that's a relationship that people like Elon Musk, who uses those types of visas, he understands that it's for his benefit, because if he can pay less for the same type of work or even more by overworking and underpaying, why would he not do that? He hasn't shown that he's some moral, you know, individual who cares about the well-being of other people's. Of course not. He's almost a trillionaire. You don't get that kind of money by being generous and loving to other people. Don't think so. You're not going to convince me. So it's kind of weird that Vivek and Elon thought they can pull the wool over their voters' eyes. Yes, I said their voters because essentially I think they have just as much president pull just as Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the money and they got the pull, so they're all kind of sharing the presidency in my eyes. But it's funny how they tried to pull the wool over their racist, bigoted base and try to paint this as like, this is good for America. You know, this is going to help America be strong. You know, like, we need more diverse people, DEI in my opinion. We need more people to make America great. So we need to outsource it if we need to, which, like I said in plenty of videos, I understand how it's important to give other people from other countries, especially if they have the skills that will benefit America, get them on over here, pay them what they need to be paid, and stop, you know, exploiting them through this broken visa. But on paper, it sounds good, but they messed up because their base does not care about none of that. They don't care about the statistics. They don't care about the numbers. They don't care about the jobs. They don't care if we don't have enough people qualified here in America to fulfill these jobs because of X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. And no, they do not care. Say it with me. They do not care about none of that. They don't want no brown person. They don't want no non-white people into this country for any daggone reason. They don't care. Hey, they don't care. And you know how I know that? Because individuals like Laura Loomer, who I've been talking about a lot because now I understand who she is and the types of connections she has, the same person that was giving, sipping champagne with Nick Fuentes, who's Trump's right-hand man. Laura Loomer flies on these private jets with Trump throughout the campaign, has his personal cell number. This person was telling what's in their heart and said, I don't give a damn. I don't want these brown folks coming into this country. So now Elon and Vivek are now confused. You know what I'm saying? But the best way to always get a point like this across, because sometimes you don't want to hear it from a political person like me. No, I might be too biased or blah, 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 or not even funny, which I get. My wife says I'm funny, so, hey. But let's listen to Josh Johnson, someone that I've been watching even before he got on The Daily Show. So when I seen him on The Daily Show, I felt like I was winning too. You know, I was like, you know what? I am glad he's doing big, beautiful things, and I hope he continues, which of course he is. So let's just hear his comedic take on how this is all weird, but it's reality.
Elon basically says y'all are like way too dumb to do these jobs. Like, I've seen your American schools, I've seen your colleges, and your colleges don't even match other countries' high schools. And the sort of general MAGA response to that was like, well, okay, but you agreed with us for the past like 4 or 5 years that the American college system was broken and that it's too woke and that we need to fix it and we need to change things up. And he was like, yeah, but you still dumb. Like that doesn't change. I don't think yeah, I don't like it either, but that doesn't make you smarter that you went to a dumb school. And so then they lose it. And then MAGA was like, oh, okay, I didn't know you felt that way, you South African. It's hard to find a whiter man than Elon Musk. Like no, I mean, like literally and figuratively in a sense, because he's very. Oof. You know what I mean? Like the sun, not a friend, right? But the way they were calling that dude African, just you ever? Because they're like African, but then I'm an African American, and that I've never had racism miss me like the Matrix. That like nearly broke my brain when they were like, "You African," and I was reading it like, "Oh yeah, that wow, okay."
Oh man. Hey, and of course, I don't want to give you all his video. It's 44 minutes long. If you guys want to watch it, I highly suggest that you guys watch that entire piece there. But I just love, and he goes on, but once again, you guys go to his video. Hopefully I can remember to put the link in my description. I mean, it's like a few 10, 12 people are gonna watch this video, but it was weird. It was funny, but then it was kind of still weird because racism, like blatant racism, not like that kind of like go back to your own country type of racism. Like they were literally saying the most craziest things about India and Indians in general. Like it was just crazy, and I was like, oh, I'm not in, but it hurt me to hear how some of these people were talking about Indians, and Vivek is Indian, which is weird. Hello, and just the crazy, vile things Republicans, not Democrats, Republicans were saying about Indians. And even when people were, I seen the one tweet where someone told Elon to go back. We need to deport him. That was funny to me. But once again, I think they missed, or they thought that maybe they could trick him with like, their charismatic, $1 million smile, and maybe, just like flex their money like, hey, I'm a billionaire. I'm almost a trillionaire, so you're going to listen to what I have to say. That's what Elon Musk bought Twitter for, so he can have a more prominent voice. Feel like a big man, But But I don't think, I think they underestimated how racism works. Because if they don't want your brown ass over here, they're not going to change their mind because a millionaire or a billionaire said so. They don't want that. They would rather, this throws out the whole, we're going to put the most qualified person for these positions. We care, we don't see the content of the color. We just care about the skill set. No, I guarantee you, they would rather have the dumbest white people fill these positions over any qualified black person or anyone or any other person of color. They don't care. And you know how I know that? Because I read history books. I read the history books. I mean, it's right in front of us. Look at Trump. No qualifications whatsoever. But yet he's president for the second time. Look at Miss Jackson in the Supreme Court. They said that she was a DEI hire. Look at her resume, bro. Look at her. There were people saying that she was probably the most qualified person in Supreme Court history. Yes, with the H, history. But they still had the balls to say that she was a DEI hire. While Amy, I forget her last name, Barrett, the Amy lady, okay, whatever her name is, they actually glorified her and said that she didn't go to these prominent universities, so she's more like common folk. So they tried to elevate her, mediocrity, skill set and what she could bring to the table, but yet the most qualified person in American history is a DEI hire. So once again, just because you got money doesn't mean you have knowledge, doesn't mean you have an understanding of how simple things work, like racism. You can say what you want about the H-1B visas, is good, is bad, is this and this and this. It's a good conversation. But when it comes to racism and bigotry, they don't care about that. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. Hey, read a couple of history books, okay? It will tell you how these people are going to act. So once again, I don't feel bad whatsoever about Vivek going through what he's going through. Elon, whatever, don't care, because they brought this on themselves. They effed around and now they finding out. Real simple. But once again, guys, if you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below or hit that Discord button so me and you can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.